Welcome everybody to John Louis. Today I'm gonna be talking about Tommy, the legendary Green Ranger and the legendary White Ranger and the legendary Zero Ranger. Tommy was played by Jason A. Frank, or people like to call him JDF. He was one of my favorite Power Rangers in the entire world. Ain't nobody could touch Tommy. Ain't nobody could fuck with Tommy, A.K.A. Jason A. Frank. Ain't nobody could touch Jason A. Frank. Yo, Tommy was the illest ranger that I ever seen in my life. If y'all grew up in the 90s, y'all know what I'm talking about. Green with evil, the white power, and the Zeo Crystal. No, I didn't like season 3 of Power Rangers. I know there's some people out there that like the Ninjetti seasons, but I gotta be honest. The Ninjetti seasons were boring to me. Well, that's neither here nor there. What I would like to talk about is the Green Ranger in general. Yo, the Green Ranger was such a badass. I'm not gonna hold you. When he came up in the scene, started whooping ass. He whooped all five Power Rangers ass by himself. Can you believe that? He whooped Zach's ass. Pause. He whooped Kimberly ass. He whooped Trainy's ass. He whooped Jason's ass. Pause. Yo, that dude was the illest ranger that I ever saw. And the costume, yo, when I first saw the Green Ranger in Green with Evil, yo, he blew me away. He did the Joe Clone Van Damme kick, you know the kick I'm talking about. If y'all know, y'all know. And when he turned into the White Ranger, oh my God, that's when Tommy was in his peak. And when Lord Zed told Rita, get a sorceress to make an evil Green Ranger. Remember that episode when the sorceress told Broken Skull, put Broken Skull on the lethal spell, and told Broken Skull to cut Tommy's hair so he could make an evil Green Ranger? Oh, that fight was epic. But nonetheless, and when the Dragon Lord came in that flute, you know the weapon that I'm talking about, that dragon flute. Yo, I always wanted that toy when I was a kid, yo. The dragon flute. And don't get me started on Saba. Saba was the illest weapon that he ever had. Yo, and when he came back in Thunder, yo, that was the best. He still had it. Yo, Tommy is the illest ranger that I ever seen in my life. He's my favorite of all time. Ain't nobody compare to Tommy Oliver, A.K.A. Jason A. Frank, A.K.A. the best Power Ranger in history. If y'all don't like what I'm saying, come at me. I don't care. Shit, Tommy was the best Power Ranger of all time. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Yo, he whipped Scorpion's ass. He whipped Ryu's ass. Yeah, I'm talking about superpower beatdown. Even though I don't like Aaron. It's fuck Aaron for life. Always talking about, oh, J Snake Frank was my best friend. If he was your best friend, why you didn't bring out the movie? Why you didn't put out the movie? But that's neither here or there. I'm not even here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the Green Ranger. The best ranger of all time. Tommy Oliver. Yo, he took out Zordon. Yo, remember when he went to the command center? Started ripping out the console. Yo, he was fucking up the Rangers. All I was, granted, I know that's Super Sentai footage, but still. And when he came up in the Megazord, their Megazord, he was like surprised. Yo, and he started fucking them up. And when Rita grew, and when Rita threw down the staff to make him grow, he started fucking up the Megazord. And yo, that shit was fun. That shit was fun to watch. Yo, as a kid, I was blown away. Because, to be honest, Austin St. John didn't do it for me. Like, he wasn't my favorite Ranger. Davy Yost, he wasn't my favorite Ranger. Not that he's, you know. And Walter Jones didn't do it for me. Because he wasn't my favorite Ranger. And the girl, I like Kimberly. I had a crush on Kimberly. I was living vicariously through Tommy. When Tommy and Kimberly got together, yo, I was like, yes, one for the team. And when Kimberly left to go to do gymnastics, you know the episode I'm talking about, when she wrote Tommy that letter, that Dear John letter, yo, I was like, why? Why? And then he got with Cat. Yo, low-key, Tommy was a player. And you can't tell me Jason Day Frank didn't hit that on the low. Amy Jo Johnson. He didn't hit Amy Jo Johnson on the low, like, break her back here. But that's neither here or there. We're here to talk about the Green Ranger, the best Ranger of all time, Tommy Oliver. I know I keep on saying that, but he really is the best Ranger. He came back multiple times. He got a Master Morpher. Ain't nobody else got that shit. You know Austin St. John. You know Jason sitting in the silent mad salty. Jason sitting on the sideline be like, this dude, I hate this dude. Meanwhile, Tommy got all the bitches. Yo, when he became the White Ranger and Zordon demoted Jason to secondary in command, you know Jason was like, fuck, now I gotta take orders from the White Ranger. And you know Tommy was like, yeah, nigga, take that. My bad, I shouldn't say that word. But he was like, yeah, take that. He was like, yeah, that one word is shit. I'm paraphrasing right now. He was like, yeah, that one word is shit. And yo, when the Dragons all came up in the scene and started wrecking everything, yo, the Dragonzord low-key is based off of Mega Godzilla. Yo. This dude right here, he's one of my favorite Rangers of all time. No, for me, he's the ultimate Ranger. And then you got the Boom Studio comics when he come back as Lord Dragon. Yo, and Aaron, this is a message for you. Release Legend of the White Dragon. Fucking bitch ass. But Tommy is the best Ranger of all time. He got the best Zords. Except for Dino Thunder. Dino's Thunder, he gotta carry a Zord. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not talking about Dino Thunder. I like Dino Thunder, but not as much as Mighty Morphin. No, I couldn't watch Power Rangers nowadays because I get sad because you know what happened to Jason Day Frank. I can't watch Power Rangers without, being sad. Knowing that Jason Day Frank is no longer here with us. I wish I had the chance to meet him. I heard he's a great person. Everybody got their flaws. You know what I mean? Jason Day Frank wasn't perfect. Nobody is perfect, but I heard he's the nicest person on this planet. And everybody got their demons. So what I would like to say is, if you suffering from depression, please tell somebody. If you talk to a person about your depression, maybe that will relieve some stress. Please, if you're going through something, depression, please talk to somebody, because we lost many of people from that. We lost Lamar Wilson. First we lost Jason Day Frank, then Lamar Wilson. Please, let's stop this. If y'all need to talk to somebody, please do, because I don't want to hear, from you to another person has passed away from, But Tommy will always be my favorite Ranger. I have the flip figures, not the one from Playmates. I have the original flip figures, the re-release from Bandai. I got that for Christmas a couple years ago, and then I got the Dragon Zord from I forgot what toy company. Fuck. Well, I got the Dragon Zord, and it comes with the Dragon Dagger, and it's like a remote control Dragon Zord. I forgot where I got that from. And I got the White Ranger on my desk. Too bad I can't show y'all. Maybe I'll put one of my pictures in this video. Who knows? Well, I got a couple things, because I love Power Rangers. I still do, but I can't watch it like I used to. Like I said, I guess I do watch it. I have the movie. I don't have the Turbo movie. I like the Turbo movie, but not the show. The show sucks. Yo, when Tommy came back as the White Ranger, all hell broke loose. Yo, I want him and Rosetta to go one-on-one. That's what I wanted. Him and Rosetta go one-on-one. Yo, when he had the Tiger Zord was the best Zord of all time. And when he had the Power Zord, even better. I bet Austin St. John was like, yes, I get to be the Gold Ranger. I like the Gold Ranger, but I like Tommy better than the Gold Ranger. Imagine Tommy with the Gold Ranger powers mixed with Razio powers. Imagine that. That'd be hot. That'd be fire. I'm telling you, Tommy in the Power Ranger universe could whip any Power Ranger's ass. Whether it be Hyperforce. Yeah, Andre, I'm looking at you now, Andre. I'm just playing. Whether it be Hyperforce, Megaforce, whatever force, he whooped their ass. He probably whooped Aaron's ass too, now I'm not gonna lie. I heard Jason David Frank is really a badass in real life. And he's really a nice person. Yo, I heard he backed down Joe Clump, and damn. When I heard that shit, I was like, oh shit. And I heard he used to do MMA. Oh yeah, he did. Now that I remember, he did because I was watching one of his matches on YouTube. Yo, that dude is nasty. Yo, I wish he never did what he did, man. I wish he was still here with us. And shout out to his former assistant, Francis. Francis, if you watch this, shout out to you, shout out to your family. You know. Shout out to Jenna, his daughter. Shout out to I forgot his wife's name. I can't remember his wife. Tammy, there you go. Shout out to Tammy, his fucking. Shout out to Tammy, his wife. You know. Shout out to the whole Frank family, even though, you know, he don't mess with them. You know. Shout out to them. Well, he will always be my favorite Ranger. I can't stress that enough. Yo, Jason Day Frank. Yo, I wish he was still here so I could tell him how much he meant to me as a kid. Yo, I was living vicariously through Tommy. Back then, I thought Power Rangers were real, right? You know, I'm a kid. I'm a baby at this point. I'm gonna take you back when I was little. I'm a baby at this point, so I don't know if I didn't know Power Rangers wasn't real. I thought they were real. So I'm living vicariously through this person right here, the Green Ranger. And I used to imagine myself as the Green Ranger. I'm not gonna lie. I remember one Halloween, right, the Power Ranger movie came out, and my brother didn't have no money for a costume, right? And you know what my sister did? I remember this. She don't remember, but I do. There was a picture of the White Ranger helmet, and she cut it out. She poked holes in the picture, and she made me a mask. I remember that. I won't forget that. And I lost it in the school bus. Can you believe that? Shit. My sister, the best sister. I have no mom. My mom died when I was like 2 or 3 years old. My sister was my mom. My sister helped raise me. You know, she helped my dad raise me. Shout out to my sister. I'm not gonna tell y'all her name because, you know, we got crazy people out there. So, enough of the sentimental crap. Yeah, tell me the best Ranger ever of all time. The best Ranger. But I didn't like Power Rangers Turbo. I like the movie, but I don't like the show. Because Zordon left, Alpha left, and then we had Demetria, and then we got Alpha 5, sound like he's from Brooklyn and shit. With a Brooklyn accent. Like, dude, you're in California, you're not from Brooklyn, you're from California. How come we never see Power Rangers in New York? Always California. Always one part of California. And how come California and Power Rangers always getting attacked? And you don't see no other places getting attacked. Except for Angel Grove. Ain't that some shit? Yo, if I was so sad, I would have been like, fuck Angel Grove, let's go to New York. I wonder why they never do Power Rangers in New York. Yo, that always been in my mind. Why they never did Power Rangers in New York? One day, afraid we might pull out a blicky and start running the block. Start spinning the block. Yo, how come my sister showed me this video of the handicapped Power Rangers. Yo, that shit was funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny, dope, and yeah, it was funny, dope. I like it. I didn't take offense to it. I like it. Handicapped Power Rangers. I like it. Yo, Jason Day Frank, thank you for what you did for me. I know you're not here, so I can tell you this, but thank you. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for being my escape from my life. You know, because my life is pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie, being who I am, my life is pretty boring. It's not that exciting. So thank you for letting me escape, even though it's half an hour. You know, Power Rangers used to come on at 4:30. If I remember, Power Rangers used to come be on at 4:30. My bad, be on at 4:30. Before that, it was X-Men at 4 o'clock. And before that, it was Batman the Animated Series at 3. And before that, Batman the Animated Series at 3:30. Before that, Bobby's World at 3 o'clock. And before that, back-to-back Magic School Bus, I think. No. Tiny Toons. And before Tiny Toons, it was the Magic School Bus. Yo, I used to be right on time for Power Rangers. But my dad always told me, do your homework first, or there will be no Power Rangers. I used to have to do my homework first, then I get to watch Power Rangers. Yo, like I said, thank you. Thank you for everything. I know you're up there in heaven listening. Thank you. I wish you were still here, man. Rest in peace, JDF. I'm gonna cut the video before I get sad. Y'all already know the drill. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. And remember, folks, it's morphin' time now. Remember, folks, subscribe to always keep joining. You see, I'm getting emotional. Always keep joining. Have a nice night and God bless. I'm out.